So there's no doubt over my photography career doing these videos that I've used a lot of lenses, and you know, more manual lenses have become a bigger option in 2017. And I really wanted to look at this Meike 85mm macro 2.8, and it goes all the way up to f/22. And I just wanted to really give it a real world test. And I must say, I actually really enjoyed using this lens. Now, it is basically an all manual lens. You have essentially just two things. It will kind of trick you to look like it does zoom, but I assure you it's an 85mm lens, and you can use it for both full frame and crop sensors. The top ring you get is a oddly kind of stiff. It's a little smooth, but you do have to put some pressure onto it to move. You can go from 2.8 to 4, 5, 6, 8, 11, 22. That is what is marked on the lens, so there is stops in between. And I did notice this. I used this, you know, at a wedding this past weekend, and this lens actually performed very, very well for what it is. So you'll notice the second thing down is actually essentially your focus, what that's going to look like, all depending on what magnification that you're at. And that's what this bottom portion is for. This is your magnification. You'll notice that one of the first things marked is your 1:1. So that's basically what it looks like in real life. I'll demonstrate this in a minute. I have, you know, some ring shots and stuff that I showed, but I'll put a dime on the table right here, and we'll look through it through live view and video, so that way you can see what it is. Then you'll have 1/3, so it'll get a little bit bigger, and then 1/5 the size as well. So that's when you kind of really get that really blown up look of something that's very small, not that it's real world looking. So true magnification is 1:1, and then as you go up, that's just what it looks like as you go. And this lens performed very well. Once again, it's all manual. It is not weather sealed or anything. If you have a camera that's weather sealed, you can obviously get away with that. I used this both with the 5D Mark IV and the 6D Mark II, and I'll just show you what it looks like mounted real quick. Comes with a, you know, plastic lens hood, and it's actually, I don't know if this is metallic or anything. The mount definitely is. It's not plasticky or anything, but it's a very, very good material as well. For a $299.99 macro lens, I really enjoy this, and I would highly recommend this. Meike did send this over for review. They didn't pay for this in any way whatsoever. They just said, tell us how it is. Use it in the real world. We know you do weddings and stuff like that. So I used this, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's easy to meter with, change the aperture, get your focus or whatever you're trying to do, and to compensate if you are struggling with using a manual only lens and with something like this. But, you know, with the 5D Mark IV, this actually worked phenomenally. Same thing with the 6D Mark II. Now, the only downside that I saw with this lens was that you do get a slight vignette when you're wide open at 2.8, but as I got to f4 and 5.6, just messing with it, it worked absolutely fine. And this is really what it looks like on here. It's just it's a little bit of a darker black compared to what you'd see on a Canon or Nikon. And right now, that's all that's available for. But I would definitely recommend looking into this Meike 85mm macro lens 2.8. Once again, it's not fully extended when it's 1:1. As you get to 1/3, it's a little bit bigger. To the 1/5, it's a little bit bigger. And besides the stiffness of the aperture ring, I really do recommend giving this a look right here. But let's just dive really quick into what it looks like with this dime, into making it a little bit more than 1:1. Okay, so we're rolling right here in the 5D. The dime is right here. And what you're looking at right here is how it looks 1:1. So that's perfectly focused. But as I'm gonna go to 1/3, so you're gonna notice that it's gonna look a little bit bigger. And then for the 5th, I'll bring it back. So that's what it looks like right here. It's a good lens. Definitely worth looking into. Give it a check out. Meike didn't pay or sponsor this in any way. They sent over a review unit, and I just wanted to give them my thoughts. But in the real world, it worked out well. Once again, it's a manual only lens, so if you can't deal with that or you know how to work with it, then it's probably not the best option. But if you don't mind it, for fractions of the price of like a Canon 100mm 2.8L, you know, it's about, you know, $900, $900, you're getting something like that. Definitely worth checking out.